Hello everyone, my name is Diane and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot, and I'm going to do a little pick a card reading today. So this is just going to be a super quick one. There's only a couple of cards in each pile. So obviously this is 1, 2 and 3. This is black tourmaline, that's moonstone, and that is pyrite. So I will just give you a couple of seconds to choose your pile. And obviously you can pause that if you want, to look at the cards longer. So the pile number 1, let's see what you guys got here. You have the King of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and you have the Hierophant here as well. So right away I'm thinking maybe some of you have a choice between two people. You have possibly a Taurus and you have maybe a Libra or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that you are choosing between. These are not love readings. I'm going to cover all the bases here. That's just the first thing that leapt out. In this decision, I think it's very important for you to claim your personal power, okay? Stand up for what you want. Don't just go with the person who's easy. Go with the person that you really want, even though it may seem like it's harder to get that person, okay? Some of you, it's to do with this, okay, something else with the Seven of Wands here, it can talk about being a little defensive, okay? And it's in terms of, the Hierophant can talk about having faith in the universe, right? And having faith in spirit, because the more that you with the Hierophant, like the more that you have your arms open and you're kind of not really focusing so much on like how things are getting to you, it makes it much easier for the universe to deliver what you want, right? So maybe you're kind of sort of trying to micromanage things in terms of like a manifestation, whatever that is, like a job or a person or a relationship or a house or whatever. The more that you can kind of let go and stop kind of blocking what spirit is trying to give you and just have faith that spirit knows what's best for you, excuse me, and what's best for everyone else involved, that like the more able spirit is going to be to give you what you want, right? Because also you have the King of Cups here, and it talks about, yes, it is safe to trust. So you can trust spirit to deliver what is supposed to be coming to you, okay? And the more that you kind of relinquish control, the easier it will be for them to give it to you. Some of you may be trying to pursue a management position or some kind of teaching role, something where people are listening to you. You're going to be able to do that. For some of you, that may be to do with like spiritual teaching or some kind of creative passion that you're teaching. You can do it. You have to stand up for you have to have confidence in yourself and claim your personal power, okay? Because there may be some people, there always is, there may be some people who are like, I don't think you can do that. Isn't that not a bit of a leap? Oh my God, shouldn't you just stay in the boring job? Or there, maybe you're trying to pass a teaching course, for example, and maybe you have a bad advisor, right? And they're like, coming down on you really hard for this, that, and the other thing. They're saying you can do it, but it's all about you believing in yourself. So that could be a management position you're applying for or something that you're teaching. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus, a Libra, or a water sign that it's necessary for you to kind of defend yourself against. If that is the case, make sure you are truly in your power and you're doing it, standing up for yourself because you know that you're worth it, right? Not just kind of allowing someone to, maybe it's someone from your past trying to get back in, and they're being very persuasive. You're going to have to really stand in your power and be like, no, that's not happening. Sorry. Let's see what else here. There may be for some of you, you may be getting a little overwhelmed. Maybe you're teaching or you have some kind of managerial role or something and you're getting a little overwhelmed. You can do it, okay? Have confidence, claim your personal power. You can do it, okay? Block out people that are, because sometimes when you're like the manager, you always have that one mouthy person that tries to undermine you and stuff. you know, just block that person out, right? Just squash that person as much as you can. Is there anything else? For some of you, there may be some kind of situation, because the Hierophant talks about, you know, having like good morals and, you know, being kind of traditional. So there may be something going on in your environment, maybe somewhere where you work, or maybe one of your friends is doing something kind of amoral or whatever. You know, something that's not sitting quite right with you. There may be, you may have to sort of stand up for what you believe in. You know what I mean? In that sense. So I hope that was helpful, pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, let's move on to pile number 2. So pile number 2, you had the Moonstone, and you have the Empress, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So, excuse me, some of you may be getting communication coming in. Now, it may be something very slow that you've been waiting for. Maybe it's like meeting a new person. Maybe it's a job you're waiting to hear back from. You're going to be getting some communication in that you have been waiting for, okay? I feel the reason for some of you that you've had to wait is kind of because you had to get into this Empress mode where you kind of just expect things to naturally flow to you, like very confident, very graceful, you know, not chasing things, but kind of putting in the work, putting in the manifestation work, and then just kind of sitting back and allowing it to come to you, like not holding on too tightly to control. Particularly maybe with a relationship that you're trying to establish. You know, I feel like it was kind of necessary for you to be in this Empress energy, right? For others of you, there is a communication coming in, possibly about a job that is going to give you more money. It's going to make you abundant. You know, the Empress is very abundant. It could also be a creative job. It could be a job in childcare or some kind of care industry that you're going to hear back about and you've been waiting for a while. Some of you may have been wondering if you should do something. Maybe you were a little unclear on your pathway forward, but you're about to start acting on your plans. Like you may have had a plan that you've been putting into place for a while, and maybe you've kind of been procrastinating a little bit. The Ace of Swords, you're about to have some kind of mental breakthrough and you're about to start doing things, okay? It could be to do with something creative. You're going to have a lot to do. Maybe that's the reason that you've been putting it off, because you know it was going to be a lot to do, okay? But I feel like now is the time. You're going to be sitting down, making a detailed plan of what you need to do and getting stuff done. Okay. So pile number 2, that was your reading. I hope it was a useful. Thank you for watching. And pile number 3, you have the Pyrite, and you have the Page of Swords, and you have the 9 of Swords. Okay. So there's something that you're worrying about here. Because the 9 of Swords is like overthinking things, worrying about things, sleepless nights, predicting the worst. And it's like the more that you kind of worry about things and sort of tell yourself that it's going to go wrong, the more it's a kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Lots of anxiety here. Maybe you're a Gemini. Because I feel like maybe there's some kind of new challenge that's coming towards you that you're kind of worrying about here. That could be anything. Maybe it's about buying a house, that's stressful. Maybe it's about finally settling down with someone, also stressful, particularly if you're a Gemini. Maybe it's about a new job that you got, right? It could also be that you're waiting for information, because the Page of Swords is about delayed news coming in. So they're telling you not to worry, okay? You have what it takes to succeed. So if this is some kind of new challenge that you're worrying about, like, oh, I shouldn't have taken that job, you know, I'm not going to be able to do it. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. And if you're waiting on news coming in, there's no point in worrying about it. You know, whether this is like hearing back from a love person, like a love relationship, or hearing back about a job, you can't do anything about it, right? You can't do anything. There's no point in worrying. That's your message. So as much as you can, try and relax, pile number 3, because your worry is not going to do anything. And they're saying you can do this. Whatever it is, you are golden. You can do it. Okay. Don't get yourself in that negative headspace where you're kind of getting in your own way a bit, right? And I say it with love. I do it myself. So I hope that was helpful, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. And many blessings as always. Love and light.